Yo, quick one. Spurs are done out here, man. Spurs are done out here. Terrible performance. Middlesbrough, championship team. And Spurs are getting tucked in like that. That is terrible. There ain't even much to say. Everyone was just shocking. Everyone was shocking. I feel like the only person that can come up with their head held high was Romero. I thought he had another good game. But even for the goal, maybe he could have done a little bit better. But I'm not really gonna hold him accountable. For me, Emerson was far worse. In the build up to the goal, Emerson was far worse, keeping the guy on side. Like, what are you doing? Push up. It's that kind of stuff. It's that kind of incompetence that we've seen at Spurs for too long. Another trophyless season, another year of just fucking Sahara Desert. Another Sahara Desert year where it's just empty, nothing's there. This is happening for too long. We need to demand better. Winks and Højbjerg, as a double pivot. 2022. We're trying to be a serious team and we've got fucking Højbjerg and Winks. We've got fucking Emerson at wingback. Terrible, terrible. Son had a shocker today, man. And the thing is, listen, I love Son. Son's actually one of my favourite players because he's so effective and he's so explosive. But we need to have conversations about this, bruh. Technically, he ain't that. Like, he ain't that guy. He ain't a top technician. And the thing is, if you don't give Son space, he's terrible. As soon as you put Son behind the ball and you force him to have to and you force him to slow down and you force him to have to play intricate and you force him to have to play to a tempo that isn't like 50 miles an hour, he looks terrible. And Tottenham need to be looking at upgrading. Harry Kane again. I done a video saying, is this playoff Kane? Well, today it wasn't a playoff performance. Terrible, kept forcing the issue. Didn't need to. So many times he was doing silly passes and losing it. And I'm not going to get onto him because I get it. The team had no creativity. So he felt like he had to go out of his way and try and prove a point and do what he had to do for the team. But it was poor play. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes less is more. And I feel like with Harry Kane, he's always trying to do more. And sometimes Spurs are just getting less from it. I thought Sessegnon actually had an okay game. Their right back played really, really, really well. He was giving Sessegnon a lot of work, but I thought Sessegnon held his own. Going forward, I thought he was decent. He's getting better and better. I still think there's a kind of lack of real conviction in his play. It's like sometimes it's like he doesn't believe in himself. So there'll be times where he's getting into attacking situations and he's hesitant. Maybe when he should be crossing the ball first time, he's just dilly dallying and he's just taken that extra touch and now he's losing the ball. Just little things like that. Romero, another top game. Still a little bit erratic as I touched on earlier, but had another really good game. And yeah, for all the negatives, man, he's a gem. He's one positive that I'm looking at this team now and I'm saying, okay, yeah, I rock with you. I like his mentality. I like his gameplay. When Harry Kane had his little issue with Howson, he was there getting involved. He was on stuff. He was on smoke. So that's good to see. Romero, there's definitely a centre back. There's definitely a top class centre back there. But there just isn't a lot to say, man. This team just isn't good enough. That's the truth. So much wrong with the club at the moment. And when Spurs can't play in the break or Spurs don't have lots of space to operate with, they're poor. Yeah, cool, they smoke Leeds. Leeds do man to man and and Leeds play very attacking. So it was easy. Man City, cool, one-off game. Again, they're not good. They're not good in one-on-one situations. They don't have very good one-on-one defenders. So Spurs was able to counter attack and make the most out of that. But you've just seen Burnley, Middlesbrough, two teams that could I say two teams. Burnley low blocked, Middlesbrough done a mid block. Spurs struggled. Any team with a proper defensive system, Spurs can't break them down. They don't have the quality. They don't have the individualism. They don't have the creativity. They don't have the technical consistency to do a job. And that's every single player on the pitch, including Son, including Kane. And I'm not going to get onto them because, again, they're trying. They're genuinely trying. They're genuinely trying to do the right thing by Spurs. I'm going to jump off. I'm going to get off Kane's back because, again, I said it in all my recent videos. I'm not a massive Kane fan, but you can't deny his quality. And right now, he is actually fighting for the team. He is actually trying to put the team on his back, and he is actually trying to win games for the team. The team ain't really responding. The team's up and down, but it is what it is. Too many players in this team just aren't good enough. We played the championship team today, and they looked about the same level. It's embarrassing. And let's get into the fans as well. Yeah, let's get into the fans. I didn't want to make this too long, but I'm going to try and wrap this up quickly. But I want to quickly touch on the fans before I go. You see some of you fans, you're just as problematic as the team, and you're just as problematic as Levy and Enoch and whatnot. I'm not going to come out here and say, oh, fuck Levy, Enoch out, Levy out, blah, 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 blah. If you know me, you know my thoughts. I've wanted them gone for a long time, but that's too easy. That's too simple. Let's get into the fans, because the fans are just as problematic, yeah? All I ever see is, don't complain, stop moaning, just get behind the team. Let me tell you something quickly, yeah? Stop fucking telling people how to support their football team. Stop doing it. People support their team how they want to support their team. Yeah? Just because you want to endorse anything going for your football club doesn't make you a better fan. And it doesn't mean what you're doing is right. If anything, you're harming the team, because this team right now is substandard in so many different departments. And you're just there endorsing it, pumping money into it, getting behind it. Why? That's one of the reasons why Tottenham are trophyless. Sahara Desert FC, fucking empty again. That's why Tottenham are trophyless. Because you've got fans and you've got people at the club who's just getting behind substandard performance, substandard play. So you're getting substandard results. Demand more, demand better. Just being positive doesn't make you a better fan. And it doesn't mean your team's going to improve. That's the honest truth. There ain't really that much more to say. You're keeping the team back by doing that. Look at all the top teams. All the top teams. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barca. Yeah, cool. Some of them teams are going through issues now, but they demand the best. They demand better all the time. Even when they're winning leagues, they still want to improve. They still want more. They still want the performance to be better. Tottenham ain't doing that, and you lot are talking about, I'll stop moaning, just be happy, just get behind the team. And then you lot wonder why this team is Sahara Desert FC. Empty again, no trophies. Spurs are like that one dead thing in the rave that no one's trying to draw. They're doing everything. They're chatting. They're chatting up. They're chatting up everything to chat up, but they're not. But when the night's over, they're by themselves. They're single. This is just shit. This is just terrible, man. Things really need to change. This club needs to change. Conte, I thought had a terrible performance today. Setting that team up to be way too pragmatic, and then he just went completely gung ho, and Spurs just lost shape. You know, he needs to figure something out. That's if he can from now to the end of the season. And in the summer, you know, Daniel Levy and the fans need to just pull their finger out their fucking ass. Yeah, so that's it, man. Spurs are done out here. Sahara Desert FC. No fucking trophy again. Peace out.